stop peeing on yourselves. I'm in the water with sharks in this video. Do we need more of an intro? I'm here in Resorts World Sentosa to watch manta rays eat, examine tiny jellyfish, and swim with the sharks.
In general, actually sharks are quite docile. Humans are not on their menu as I know of it.
In terms of jaws, how accurate is the portrayal?
I think it is definitely not accurate at all. I do admit there's been some instances where a great white has probably bitten someone in the water before, but humans are not prey to shark because first things first, we are not tasty to them. Most of the times humans get bitten because they look like a seal while they're surfing on the surface or when you're swimming on the surface. But once the shark knows that you are not its natural prey, it usually doesn't go for a second bite. And usually victims die because of the loss of blood rather than because the shark has eaten them whole. Sharks are attracted to blood, yes.
What if someone's on their period? The S.E.A Aquarium houses more than 100,000 animals across more than 1,000 species. Figure out a link to sea jellies. That's what the script says.
What we usually do here is we will breed all our sea jellies here before we display them in the exhibits. A lot of people think that applying urine when you get stung by jellies is one of the ways to reduce the pain, but actually no, we don't use urine, we use vinegar instead. So we actually do have white vinegar, not the dumpling vinegar, the black color vinegar, the white vinegar to pour, wherever you get stung.
Does this happen very often?
No, because I wear gloves. Yeah, you see my glove? Let me put on my very long glove. So we always dilute it with their water, then we will feed. If they are cold, then this is like room temperature. So there's like more than 5 degrees difference. Then when we feed them, they will feel very weird, like, I'm cold, why you feed me something hot? So you see they are white, the food is orange. So when after they eat, they will turn a little bit orange. That's how we know that they are actually full. Whether it's too much or too little. It's very rewarding to be able to breed and then eventually display for the guests to enjoy. It's worth my time and my experience here.
Hello everyone! Do you know what marine animals eat? Well, as it turns out, other marine animals.
Once we enter the kitchen, right, you'll first pass the food bath. So this is where you disinfect yourself before you enter our food area. And then this main table here is where the guys will all come down together. So this is the area where they will start to prepare for all the different feeds for all the various exhibits. The fish eat fish. We have from smaller food items all the way up to the larger ones. So we have different sizes mainly because our animal comes in different sizes. So it's good to give the larger ones the larger piece and then the smaller rays and sharks the smaller ones. For those fish that's only about this size, right? Nothing else over there will fit into its mouth. So this is what we use to feed all our very, very small fishes. Whole aquarium one day, you are looking at more than 400 kilos of feed.
400, more than 400.
Yeah, about there already. Yeah.
That is 10 times the weight of me, a human being.
This is where we store all our stuff that can usually last us for about a month. It's very cold, so
I'm dressed appropriately for the occasion.
The seafood restaurants that actually provide seafood for the restaurants, they will come here every week as well to supply us with all the seafoods that we require. We will bring the frozen food up for sampling, just to check whether they have any very high bacterial load and stuff like that before it's actually being given to our animals. So our fish actually do eat better than us. Okay? So every day, according to the food chart itself on how much whether they need to take out per day, they will be brought out into this trolley over here.
So you just move that very casually, but this is actually 400 kilograms.
Yes.
So y'all are very buff, huh? Yeah.
Okay lah.
At the Open Ocean Habitat is one of the world's largest viewing panels, and behind one of the world's largest viewing panels are 3 manta rays.
Marco is the biggest one, so he's a little bit more independent. He likes to roam by himself. Mika is the more curious and inquisitive one.
And Manja. Would you consider him your Manja Chingu?
Definitely. definitely. He's more affectionate. Usually during the interaction program, he's very sweet and he really likes the interaction with our chorus.
Tag yourself a mako.
They are really smart. They have one of the biggest brain to body mass ratio in the Ocean Kingdom, and they can actually take very simple cues from our chorus when we do our Manta Moments program. This is their routine daily scoop feed, where our chorus will feed on the surface with a pole and a ladle. Right?
Could you ride on them like in Aquarium?
No. One, it'd be wrong to ride on the manta rays. I'm sure they feel uncomfortable and they swim really fast, so I'm not so sure if you really want to go that fast.
That's a call out to you, DC, for making Aquaman ride on manta rays. It's not possible.
It's not possible.
The water in these habitats needs to be maintained and kept clean, just like your tank of arowana at home, except with 42.8 million litres of water.
We take all the water from sea directly
So how do you get it here?
by pump. We have Keppel Harbour pumps that is 24/7 of course. They have a very big pipe, very long pipeline that extends to the sea where we maintain our sand filters. Sand filter is actually just like sponge, like mechanical filtration. So whatever can be filtered out will go through the bottom of the sand filter and the dirty stuffs will stay at the top of the sand. We need to do periodic cleaning. So when we wash it, dirty water will also go back to the sea.
Oh, wow.
But of course, we also monitor the water that we discharge. Yeah.
So make sure it's not like toxic.
Make
or
sure,
anything.
yeah.
And release that toxic back to the sea.
No,
that's not, that
we
doesn't happen.
cannot do that.
If you've ever, for any period of time, worked retail, you would know that customers say the darndest things. And it turns out, some of the guests at the S.E.A. Aquarium say weird things too.
I work in the S.E.A. Aquarium as an educational guide. So we take students of various age groups on tour around the aquarium to learn a little bit more about the animals and how we can conserve them. We usually run in 2 sessions. We can have up to 200, 300, sometimes even 400 students coming into the aquarium in 1 session. That means to say we need to have about 16 to 18 guides on standby per day. Right here at the open ocean habitat, we have had a couple of guests who actually asked us if this is actually a TV screen. Yeah, so we have to explain there's actually water in there, the fishes are real, they're swimming.
So I can't rewind and watch just what just happened.
Cannot. Yeah. Young children who are very well acquainted with technology these days, right? So it's not just this habitat, like the other habitats around the aquarium, they would walk up to the habitat and then they try to like zoom the habitat.
So this is it's a huge iPad.
Yes.
So they think, if I just zoom,
Then maybe the
will
animal,
come close. Yeah, it
animal
look
will
like-
appear bigger. Yes.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's not the case though.
No. I know a lot of people come to the aquarium to have fun. They just want to take pictures, look at the animals. But if you just imagine that everybody who walks through the aquarium, they learn that, hey, we can do our part in conserving the environment. And all of our guests who leave the aquarium, they maybe say, stop using plastic bags, or stop using plastic straws. That would have made a very big difference in the world today.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Come visit the aquarium. Maybe we can bring you on a tour.
There's so much to see at the S.E.A. Aquarium, so swim on by to raise your spirits. There's something fishy about this place though. Subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Also subscribe to our channel for more content not like this.